Dernière fois les Xenogears. Its completion was imminent. It's basically the Death Star. To prevent its activation... Jeez, that was horrible. To prevent its activation and to rescue Elly, we headed for Merkurva. Maintenant, nous allons continuer. It took me 30 to 40 minutes to grind through that. I fought Ramses twice. It was not fun. Alright. Well then, let's start over from the beginning again. You think you can beat me this time? For the love of God, what the? I thought I defeated you. Unless you can decompose her atomic structure, you don't stand much of a chance. Normal attacks are futile against one who has the ability to regenerate using nanomachines. Oh, grand old flag, your high-flying flag. Never a boast or a brag. I don't want to fight her, for the love of God. Now, the time has come for the Great Awakening. What's this? It is our Xenogears. Darn, what's going on? Huh? Hey, is that... our Omni... No, that's not it. Is that... our Anima Relics? Is it trying to detach the Anima Relics from our Xenogears? Uh-oh. Deus is swallowing up our Anima Relics. Uh-oh. What's happening? What's happening, boy? It seems the Anima Relics have fallen into the hands of the enemy. This is the true meaning of the Anima Relics. To attain their respective animus and return to the persona. The Anima Relics are really one set of parts that make up Deus, the physical manifestation of God. They regain their original powers or functions by aligning themselves with their destined partner. An Xenogear that has lost its respective Anima Relic is but a puppet. It becomes a mere vessel or container in which there is no contents. And this girl too was destined to become one with God. You see, Elohim is really one of the parts of God as well. What the heck are you talking about? To put simply, you serve to help bring all the parts of God together, here, for me. You're a bunch of stupid fools, as if all of you are clowns. You believe the legend of how our world and the universe was created, but the Ministry and I fabricated that very myth a long time ago to suit our purposes. That's a lie. How can that be true? I think you'll find that your friends' Xenogears are all dead too. I'm talking about your friends who split up and then took a different path than you into this place. They are all parts of God that were dissembled in the past, but once again we're all gathered here. Yes, it is indeed the time for the resurrection of God. What was it all for? Everything that I've done up to now. Here comes the hatred. Ramses! Humph, it's just you. What are you doing here, Car? What about me? My existence? What was its purpose? There was only one purpose for your existence. To eliminate Emperor Cain. Cain's will had become too much like that of humans. He was much too concerned about them. He had forgotten his mission to revive God. That is why you were created. You were only made to remove our main hindrance, Cain. But as the original living being, Cain had absolute power. To make you turn on Cain, it was necessary to focus your mind on a single point. However, being an artificial life form, you were mentally unstable. That is why we used Faye's existence. Resentment, that is the source of your strength. And you have excelled superbly at fulfilling our expectations of you. But we no longer have any more use for you. Haven't you realized that yet? You're a piece of trash, and being the reject that you are, why don't you just leave? What was I born for? What was I living for? A pathetic excuse for life. Why, you aren't even human. Now, what to do with a lot of you? Well, I can't just kill you all, seeing as you have served me so well. So, as a reward, I'll allow you to be sacrificed too, to be assimilated into Deus along with this girl. Ramses! Holy cow. Good. This is how I wanted it, Kar. I am fated so as not to be able to kill myself. Now all my wishes have come true. Thanks to you. Miang. Okay, now he's dead. That was very quick and anticlimactic. Faye, sorry we're late. Our Omni-Gears broke down. Anyway, let's hurry up and save Elly. Yes, I know. I feel like stuff is happening. And we should make sure that they're all dead except for Ramses. Hang in there, Elly. I'm letting you down now. What? Oh god. Oh no, she was that other chick. She was, Karen. Or am I missing something? Faye, now you hang in there. She took my gun. Why did you do that, Elly? She's not Elly anymore, she is actually Miang. Elly, what happened to you? How could you? Don't tell me she's been brainwashed. It has nothing to do with brainwash. Oh, okay, never mind. The majority of my body is comprised of a nanomachine colony, not only for longevity, but also to unify with the mother. So don't be surprised, this much damage can be recovered rather quickly. Unify with the mother. That girl, Elham, is our mother. Yes, I am the mother of all humans. Elly. What are you babbling about? Snap out of it, Elly. You're as dense as usual, but I don't blame you. So be it. I'll explain to you all about it. This Deus, the one you call God, is an interplanetary invasion weapon system that was built in ancient times by humans from another planet. It was created as an automatic weapon which could act upon its own will to take control of a targeted planet. But you should have known this much from looking at the Raziel records. Anyway, during a test run, Deus became uncontrollable. It released its power and annihilated a whole planet. The creators of Deus found its immeasurable power to be too much of a threat and hence forcibly shut it down. In order to analyze the cause of the problem, its core was dismantled and placed in an interplanetary emigrant passenger ship to be transported to another planet. Becoming aware of this, the disassembled Deus resisted. It tried to take over the passenger ship that was transporting it. However, as a last line of defense against the escape of Deus, its creators unexpectedly destroyed the ship, sending it crashing to this planet. Deus knew that it would not be able to get away from the explosion or the imminent impact, so it detached its core from the Zohar power reactor. Zohar? Yes, Zohar. It is what drives all of the gears on this planet. It is the master generator that transmits its energies to the slave generators in our gears. It is also the source of all the ether power that the inhabitants of this planet utilize. By utilizing the energy displacements caused by actualizing potential future phenomenon, this Zohar modifier has the ability to produce infinite amounts of energy. The source of all ether power. Are you saying all our energy comes from that one power reactor or engine? Yes, but there is more. The core that was detached from Zohar, the biological computer Kadami, crashed onto this primitive planet. It activated Persona, its life support plant that can generate organic material. Using this, it prepared itself for a genetic-based system for the day when Deus would be resurrected. Thus, the first humans were created from there, Emperor Cain and the elders of the Gazelle Ministry.
Are you saying the Emperor and the Gazelle users were people born from Deus?
Do you know why the Gazelle Ministry desired the anima relics in your bodies? Well, here's the reason. Before becoming human, the bodies of the Ministry were once part of the organic elements in the core circuit that made up Deus. There were two types of organic elements. The female type was called anima, while the male type was called animus. They were also created with the added ability to become mobile weapons by merging with machinery that was suited for use as terminal interface weapons for Deus. In other words, those Omnigears you were using were one form of such weapons. The Ministry, which were animus, men, were to become one again with their separated anima at the time of the resurrection of God. But in a war 500 years ago, they all lost their physical bodies. It was then that they decided to extract their own genetic factor from certain individuals of their human descendants who carried their appropriate sets of DNA. Each of them could become one with their respective anima again.
Descendants?
Then we're all... Yes, you humans are all descendants of Cain and the Gazelle Ministry. They were born from the Persona, gave birth, and propagated. They followed their inbuilt program to someday resurrect the heavily damaged Deus. All the people in the world were created solely to resurrect Deus. Yes, but it wasn't just to restore its old body. More than half of Deus is constructed of biological parts. Do you remember those mutated humans? Those are all people who were destined to become replacement parts for Deus.
We humans are parts for God.
Yes, almost all the people are destined to become parts for Deus. But you people gathered here are all different. You could say, you escaped that destiny by existing through multiple generations. In actuality, there wasn't enough parts for Deus, but Corellian compensated for what was lacking. The reduction in the number of parts was due to humans living through multiple generations. That deficiency in the human factor was made up for by the nanomachines created by Corellian. Not only that, but his nanomachines added additional functions. Deus has thus evolved into the perfect weapon. Elly, what has happened? Why do you know all that?
I am Miang, the Keeper of Time, the representative of our god Deus. I was born to guide the people toward the path of the resurrection of Deus. That's ridiculous! Miang was just...
You're limited in your ability to understand. Miang's factor exists within all women. Okay. The one who transcends the generations, the caretaker of humans. When the previous one dies, somewhere another Miang is awakened. It is programmed into all women's DNA to be that way. Who inherits the duty is just a matter of probability, Faye. That Miang over there and I are the same existence. We are all parts of Deus, all caretakers of humans. Let us end this discussion now. Deus has awakened. I am one of the parts that composes Deus, hence I must become one with it. Elly, why did it have to be you? If Miang is a part of for Deus, why did it not happen earlier? It's still not enough for her just to have awakened. Although she may be Miang, she still isn't the true Miang. The true Miang. Let's go, Corellian. All that is left to do is to vanquish this planet's civilization and return it to how it was. Then I can complete my unification with the final fragment of Deus, the Zohar modifier. The power reactor that fell upon this planet and became our genesis, and now our apocalypse. The eradication of civilization. What is the purpose of doing that? Who knows? The creations of God will someday be a hindrance. That is why they must be eliminated. I am just programmed to act in this way. My lord, there's a lot of stuff to take in. Come, It is time for the awakening of the true mother. Well then. Please, wait. Elly!
Farewell, Faye. May you have a peaceful awakening.
However, I am the main character in this game, and I refuse to be beaten. You will not defeat me. I am invincible, indestructible. I am Faye!
Oh god, he's falling into the acid.
So God is just a blob. I see. So was that the thing we fought earlier that was glitching out the game? Because I don't want to fight that thing again if it's just going to glitch me out. Elly! Wait! Faye! Do not realize the system, or release the system.
Satan, wait! We are only endangering ourselves. Let's get out of here for now.
My god. Death Star approaching. Deus literally has the power to destroy planets. I see. Oh my god. Holy cow. Save current data? Or don't save? Well, I've already recorded way past my limit, so I might as well just split this up into 2 episodes. Yes, I would love to save my current data. I am only Satan, but you know what? That's all that matters. I'm just gonna keep talking through this while this loads. I'm very happy. Happy that we're coming up on the end. Let's save in this new save box. Let's do this. Are you ready, Satan? Because we are about to destroy the world. And save it. Let's do this, baby. At least until I get to a better spot. God, the interplanetary invasion weapon Deus has awakened, and its arc, Minerva, was activated. Deus began to absorb, one after the other, the mutated people destined to be its parts. While the non-mutated would eventually only become a threat to it, to exterminate us and our civilization, it set into action. The planet's surface was devastated by Minerva and the weapons born from out of it, called the Seraph Angels. My god. While pursuing the newly awakened Deus, we chanced upon Faye, whose whereabouts had hitherto been lost, along with his gear Weltar, discovered together at a place where Minerva was originally located. We were overjoyed by Faye's return, but it was short-lived. For some unknown reason, Faye was found in a state of suspended animation. He did not regain consciousness. The people of Shavar, and we ourselves, feared a relapse of its power, and had no choice but to put Faye into Carbonite freeze. Your Majesty, why do the people of Shavar fear Faye so much? Even if Graf and Id's power are comparable.
It is not that we fear him. We fear the error we ourselves committed, and we now are simply trying to put a lid on it.
The error that you yourselves committed.
Shavar instigated a battle 500 years ago to gain our independence from Solaris. However, we became overcome with the lust for power. Fearing the war-torn people would no longer be with Shavar, but with the Nisan Mother, and that the people would assemble under Sophia, the Council of Elders of Shavar back then made a deal with Solaris.
A deal?
Yes. At the time, Solaris, or the Gazelle Ministry to be exact, we were at odds with a woman who held the real power behind the scenes.
Would that happen to have been Miang?
Most probably it was. Fearing the increasing power of the masses assembling in Nisan, the Giselle Ministry schemed to hand over to us their antagonist, Miang, and promised a division of the rulership over the Earth's surface. But in exchange, we had to give them the rebel army that had assembled in Nisan, and also their patron, Sophia. The leaders of Shava accepted, and it was decided that Nisan would be the location of the final decisive battle with Solaris. Shavan did not participate in that battle, thwarted by the awesome numbers of Solarian army, and with their path of retreat cut off, the Nisan rebel army ran out of options and was destroyed. Caught up in the middle of all this was Lacan, Bart's ancestor Roni, myself, and Krelian. You were also there. Yes, surrounded on all sides, we were prepared to die. And then, the rebel force's flagship appeared with Sophia on board. She sacrificed herself so as to create a path for our retreat. Sophia's ship headed straight for the enemy's main ship on a suicide attack. Thanks to Sophia's sacrifice, we were able to survive. However, her death forever changed the fate of 2 men. Krelian, who followed closely under her as the leader of Nisan's sect militia, completely lost faith after calling out to a god that would not respond. I will create God with my own hands, were the last words he uttered before he disappeared. And Lacan? He resented himself for not having the power to do anything while she died in front of him, so he began to search the land for legendary power. Legendary power. God's resting place, Mahanan, the source of divine wisdom, Raziel, and the anima relics which were created by that very wisdom. Besides these, there is one more legend, and that is Zohar. Zohar! That has the same name as the Zohar modifier, the power reactor that Miang spoke of, saying it was the infinite energy source of God, Deus. What she claimed is also the source of our ether powers and the driving force of all our gears. It would have to be one and the same thing. It is the place that contains the ultimate source of this world's power. It is said that only he who has the correct destiny would be able to discover its location. Losing all faith in humanity, Lacan sought after its power. Lacan became Graf, and the world collapsed. This tragedy happened because of the people's lust for power. I must take part of the responsibility of not having been able to stop it. And now Faye, the one who has the same power as Graf, we just wanted to seal up that dreadful power that arose from our own sinful deeds. Groff, the man once known as Elkan, sought after the power of Zohar. The one who has the same power as Groff, Faye. I had this premonition that Faye would awaken and seek out that power, and the presentiment became reality. There was a lot of big words that I spoke, no wonder I'm British. However, I will live with it and sit in this chair, as I tell stories, and then fade to white. And then I fight with Faye, I think.
Where am I? Who am I? This is my memory? Doc. Bart. Rico. Billy. Wiseman. Groff. Everyone. My memories. Elly. Mother. Who are you? I'm surprised. That's pretty clever. You are id? I misjudged you. I didn't expect you to fake personality. Or that the fake personality would create a fourth persona. Fourth persona? He can't feel anything. He's shut up inside your ego. The pressing facts and truths you won't face. You're afraid of them, so you decided to completely shut yourself off from the rest of the world. And so you formed a fourth persona, a fourth Fae. The name doesn't matter. He's the one on the stage. He's the one who's in control of our body. But it is a useless form of resistance. Come with me. Wait, what are you doing? He has the key. I merely want to borrow it. I've got to go somewhere. Are you coming too? Okay. Don't know who Roni is, but he seems pretty cool. Come on, guys, eat up. You haven't been able to get this kind of food around here lately, have you? Well, this is also due to my business savvy. What's wrong with Khan? You look kinda down. What's bothering you? Are you worried about something? It's nothing. I'm just thinking about painting Sophia. I don't know why I agreed to do her portrait. Sophia? You mean your childhood friend who's now the Holy Mother of the Sun? She's not really a childhood friend. I just made her acquaintance at the monastery near my home when I was a child. She went to the clinic there for convalescence. She was frail. So, what are you worried about painting her for? She does not wish herself to become a symbol of her sect. Actually, it seems she wasn't interested in having her portrait painted in the first place. But when I heard I would be the painter, she turned around and agreed. That's what I don't understand. I see. Then she must like you. What are you talking about? That's how women are, right, Krillian? Hey, Krell. Huh? What's up? You're not having any. It's ready to eat. Ah, yeah. The Holy Mother of Nisan, huh? What are you out to offend divine providence or something, Nakan? Cut it out. It's not like that. What? You've got to lighten up a little. Sophia first showed me the books that are the best way to calm the heart, and now I'm hooked on reading. I'm not trying to brag, but I've learned quite a lot of things I never knew before. Lately I've been reading this. What is it? Something I borrowed from Melchior. It's about a form of molecular engineering, nanotechnology. I believe it's a book found in the ancient ruins of the Zeboan civilization. It's a copy of someone's research report, but it's incomplete. I think there was even more wonderful things written in it. But we'll never know now. So he's getting all the fragments of his memory back. What's wrong? You don't look so good. Lately you've seemed melancholy almost every day. Has something happened? I don't know. I just can't paint right now. Sorry, but mind if we stop here for today? I see. It's not good to push yourself too hard. Why don't you rest up for a little while? I'll have Corellian take you. Even so, there was a time when I did some pretty vicious things. I lashed out at random. Everyone around me feared me, even my friends. I lived a life surrounded by people who looked at me with fear in their eyes. But she was the only one who wasn't afraid of me. She would just smile. Peace of mind. She is the one who taught me what that was and how I could receive it. She taught me how to live as a human. What are you doing, Lacan? Oh, it's you. Oh, sorry. Oh, it's you, Corellian. I was thinking I'd stop painting the portrait. Why stop now? It's the circumstances. I shouldn't be painting her at a time like this. Eventually, she too must stand at the front lines, so... Is that really the problem? Lacan? Her smile, it's killing me. The more she smiles at me, the more I feel my very being become insignificant. Inside my heart, there is this empty existence. Other than painting, I have no worth. Yet she continues to accept my presence. I feel like I'm getting smaller and smaller. I didn't have this feeling in the beginning. I just wanted to paint her one more minute, one more second longer. I wanted to keep on painting forever. But suddenly I couldn't. As the picture neared completion, the empty part of me started to manifest itself within my brushstrokes. I was meant to be painting her as she really is, but this picture is my own self. My empty self that has begun to appear there. That's why I've got to stop now. Your own self. You're just running away. You can't bear it when she smiles at you. By painting her portrait, you notice the gap between your own inner emptiness and her inner abundance. And you cannot fill that gap. That's why you're quitting your painting. You're refusing her. Even so, you still can't bring yourself to leave her, can you? In spite of that, why is it that she continues to smile at you? You who can't accept her feelings. You who won't accept her feelings. Tell me why, if it was me who was receiving such feelings. So they're both in love with her. I see. You're neglecting yourself too much. Why aren't you kinder to yourself, mistress? Is this really her true expression? Yeah, to people who don't know her that well, I guess. Her smile, I don't know. The smile in this picture is somehow different from the one she actually shows us. Oh, this is actually, Roni, I forgot. I realize that Khan's feelings are in there, but I don't think she has ever opened herself up and shown her inner self to others like this before. You've been painting such a beautiful expression of Sophia. I just can't see the reason why you want to stop. Beautiful. Forget it. This picture, it's anything but beautiful. Lacan, you say you're empty. Then why do you come along with us? What we've been doing up till now are not just acts of mercy, but to fight for freedom. Time and time again you've been through life-threatening situations with us. A man who has nothing in his heart couldn't do that kind of thing, right? Roni, you're giving me too much credit. As long as you do something to keep yourself occupied, you can ignore the hollowness inside. From the beginning, my very existence itself was an emptiness. It wouldn't matter if I were to die right now. You live, you die. That's all. Pessimistic as usual, Lacan, and now you're lying. It is just that you're not good at expressing your own feelings. You're not empty. She knows that. That's why she only shows you her true smile. I don't deserve to see her true smile. She's the hope of the people, their support. There's much more for her to do. Why would she open her heart to me, a mere artist like me? Bro! Bro! Hey bro, what are you doing here?
What's up? The Council of Elders of Shava issued a decision. Tomorrow we will leave this for Soylent.
Soylent?
That's in Solaris.
Yes, and Sophia will be coming with us. That's ridiculous. The refugees are still increasing. We can't afford to have Sophia leave Nasan. And going to Soylent, that's plain foolish. It's too dangerous. What are the elders thinking?
No, it wasn't the Council's wish. It was Sophia's will. It appears that she expressed this desire herself.
That can't be. What is she thinking? Originally, we talked about it just being us. Just us. Sophia! Sophia! Lacan, what are you doing? You keep back. I knew I couldn't leave Sophia in your care. I'll protect her, even if it costs me my life.
Why did you get some rest, Krell? You haven't slept since the day before yesterday, have you? You shouldn't do that to yourself.
I'm fine. It's not a problem.
Look, I'll watch over here, so you go to sleep. What will we do if you also fall ill? Do not forget you are the head of the Sex military forces.
Okay. I suppose you're alright. Nice work, Ronnie. Come on. Elly, I'm so sorry. It is my misjudgment that did this to you. Yes, those words. I was terrified. It was like you could see right through me. Your eyes, that look. That was me that was being reflected back in your eyes. I was looking at myself, and thus painting myself. I couldn't stand it. So that's why... Oh, Elly, what in the heavens did you find inside of me? When you wake up, I think I'll ask you that. On second thought, no. No, I don't want to burden you with my concerns. Besides, I wouldn't be able to ask you. One look into your eyes, and I can't say a thing. I wouldn't even be able to tell you how I feel.
You are the sweetest person.
Elly.
You are someone who cannot bear to see others hurt by your own actions. So you hold everything and bear all the burden. If you get hurt in the end, you think that is fine. That's what I like about you. You know how to dance. That's what I like about you.
Stop. Don't say that. If you become just another human, everyone will...
Humans aren't all that frail, you know. They don't need a symbol whose just appearances only. I believe that if you have a light in your heart, you can overcome any hardship. What I have been doing is simply showing people that such a light exists in the hearts of everyone. I'm just a woman, and to fulfill my womanhood, I'm prepared to throw away everything, even this position. I'm just playing the role of Sophia, but I am still me. I haven't changed, a cowardly, selfish crybaby. I am still the same. Could you live a lie like that and still be happy? I don't want to do that. Oh, Lacan, I want to live more honestly with myself. To be able to tell the man that I love him. And I don't care if I get hurt or rejected. You only have one life. I don't want to turn around later and regret not having done such things. Although in the future I will.
Corlene's jealous. Do you think I'll let's end here? We are not their possessions. Sophia, what are you doing? I am ending this. You won't need to fight anymore. So Corellian, please open your fist, and with your open hand, gently hold the people who will continue to live. Don't be foolish. We'll help you escape. So please stop. Thank you, Lacan, but... sorry. There's no other way. Elly! People support each other to live. It's what brings us happiness. So share that happiness, and please... Lacan, live. This is heartbreaking, dude. It's not prepared for the feels. I'm not even upset that I've been recording for like 2 hours now. I do not care. This is awesome. Elly! And he went and finished the picture. We were sacrificed as pawns in order to protect their own authority, Sophia was. Is this the ideal world we've been searching for? What have we been doing? Heading towards Sophia's ideals? Is this our salvation? This isn't fair. Sophia was sacrificed for those words. Sophia said, if you just have faith in the path to what you hope for will open. But look at reality. God didn't answer our prayers. Is that because we didn't have faith? Even if we didn't have faith, Sophia did. Why did she have to be sacrificed? Is God dead? Is he just not there? Maybe God never even existed to begin with. Faith in God. Do not look for it on the outside, for it is something one must build from within oneself. I see. That's it. If God doesn't exist in our world, then I will create God within my own hands. Krelly. Sophia, please guide me. I will destroy all such false pretenses of love for you. We need to gather all our surviving comrades. We'll never beat them if we fight them individually, so let us create a country that can someday stand up against them. What are you going to do, Lacan? Elly.
If only you had power, you could have saved her.
And this is where he becomes Graf, right? And then Miang is just wiggling her way into the background, I guess you could say. Graf thinks she's Elly.
You want it, don't you? Unrivaled power. Don't you want to become the absolute being?
There. That's what I've sought after. But wait, that's not what I want. No, this is my very desire. Live. So this is where Faye's being held. He deserves it. Oh, damn. Let me pray on his weeping face as if it were an idol. As if I would. Yuck. What? What is this? How the heck are you still alive, Dan, and why are you appearing so late into this story?
This is terrible.
No matter what, this is going way too far. You're still alive. How could you possibly be? You're human too, aren't you? Darn. Faye. Oh, Faye. Crying. Huh? Who's this? Oh, this Midori. Midori, it's you. Don't scare me like that. Crying? Who's crying? I mean, your friend Faye's crying?
Angry. Hurt. He'll wake up soon. It's calling him.
What do you mean? Whoa, what the? They gave him a terrible voice. No. I'm almost done.
Faye.
Dan. Midori. Run. Hurry. Run away.
Yikes.
He broke through his carbonite encasing. Id. Faye took his gear well tall and went in search of Zoha. We followed Faye's trail. Eventually, we arrived at the location where Zoha had fallen to Earth, so very long ago. Nothing could have prepared us for what we were about to see there. Alright, I gotta end it here. I've been recording for a very long time. Oh, that was a nice bit of story, though. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more. Comment what you're thinking of this story. Is coming up to the end, I know. We're almost there. It's been a long journey, but I'm glad I was able to go through it with you guys. So, let's do this. Let's finish it up. Au revoir, ladies and gentlemen. Au revoir.